Welcome all the humans. In today's session, I'm about to talk about hyponyms and incompatibility in our vocabulary. And a quick glance, hyponym itself refers to the hierarchical structure of words. Whether it's a noun or verb, they can be a prototype or categorized in a hyponym. Essentially, a hyponym serves as a categorization of a more specific type of concept or words. In this relationship, one would offer a more precise definition entitled a hyponym, while the broader term is known as a superordinate, also referred to as a hypernym. Hyponymy might not be as commonly known as synonym and antonym, but it holds a significant role to understanding the sense relation of words between words. According to a Google Translate application, it says that a hyponym is a word of more specific concept, meaning that a general or superordinate term applicable to it. A hyponym describes the relationship between certain objects. For example, a spoon is an innate daughter to a cutlery. Now let's take a deep dive into the broader terms of hyponym. This is the hierarchical structure of a hyponym. It simply is like a family tree. From the top, we got an entity, which is worked as a superordinate of a person. A person is also a hyponym to a producer, and then the producer is a hyponym to a content creator, and so on. It is simply how a hyponym works. Do not forget this. Think of it as a think of it as a family tree, where each word has its own place on the hierarchy. Now let's narrow our field of vision into the sector. My mom washes the spoon. The word spoon is a hyponym to a broader term or a category known as a kitchen utensil or a cutlery. Yeah. At the very same time, we can alter the word spoon into a kitchen utensil or a cutlery. This is possible because it does not change the core meaning of the word or the sentence. This tells us a lot how reliable a sense relation between words is. We exchange the words into its superordinate form. This is also correct to entail a conclusion to certain event in real life situation. Now let's talk about incompatibility. In Cambridge University Dictionary, incompatibility is the state of not being able to exist or work with another person or thing because of basic differences. This also works like that on incompatibility and not vocabulary. Incompatibility tells us a lot. There is no sense relation within the subordinate of a hyponym within the hierarchical structure. Well, only some of them or most of them. If you look at this, a hyponym ends covered a massive amount of subordinate such as fire, water, lighting, etc. The subordinate of elements are often referred to as co-hyponym or sister's term. However, despite belonging to the same overarching category, each of these co-hyponyms possesses distinct characteristics and qualities that set them each of the sister term or co-hyponym apart. The nature of fire is inherently contrasting the term water, and the properties of lighting diverge from those of earth. The divergence in characteristics shows us that we cannot use co-hyponym to claim a conclusion over certain things. For an example, my mom saws the plane with water. If we substitute the word water into its co-hyponym, it will drastically change its core meaning. This is what we call as incompatible, a failure in semantic conclusion. The only appropriate method to use word substitution is by changing to its superordinate or by an equivalent term that will not change its core meaning. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Cut to the chase and no filler.